Firefighters said, "Get out now."
That house was a loser.
They left their house and everything they worked for behind. But firefighters had a new tool, an accidental discovery beginning with a baby's diaper. But would it work on their house? Rob Stafford with a discovery that could save thousands of homes and lives. Dateline with Jane Pauley and Stone Phillips.
There is a wall of flames that has been working its way up closer and closer to this building.
A wall of fire, a world of fear.
I'm inside starting to get a few things together. He comes inside and he says, "We've got to go now." And I'm like, "Why?" And then the fireman came in right behind him and says, "Get out now."
They noticed the firefighters weren't doing what firefighters usually do.
I noticed some guy on the side of the house, and I noticed he had a backpack on. He was spraying something. I had no idea what it was.
That house was a loser.
John Bartlett was one of the firefighters who practically forced the Hodges out of their house. What Debbie and Jim did not know was that hot July day, John Bartlett wasn't just using water. He was testing a new innovation, a gel that can actually block fire.
It will change the way that firefighters do their job in the future.
He wondered if whatever it was that prevented diapers from burning could save houses. He soon figured out why the diaper didn't burn. It has to do with the chemicals that make the diapers absorbent.
These chemicals are like sponges in that when they come in contact with water, they can soak up and hold lots of water. If you open it up, you'll see that on the inside, there's gel, very similar to our gel that we're using for firefighting.
When you demanded, basically, that the Hodges leave their home, did you tell them that we're going to save your house?
No, I didn't have that confidence at that time. In fact, probably quite the opposite. I thought their house was going to burn to the ground.
When the Hodges returned to their neighborhood, they were devastated. The forest that once surrounded their yard was so charred almost every tree had to be cut down. But their biggest shock came when they reached their home. Amidst scorched tree trunks and smoking ashes, their house was virtually untouched. Their cars, windows, and screen doors were all intact. And inside,
I figured it would be smoke-filled. It would smell like smoke. You couldn't smell smoke in the house at all.
even the doghouse and the surrounding grass were intact. And as for Elvis, well, he never left the building. It was the first time John Bartlett had treated a house in a real wildfire, and it was all the proof he needed.
I think we're going to save a lot of houses, and probably most importantly, I think we're going to save some lives and firefighters' lives with this new technology.
Technology that arrived not a moment too soon for Jim and Debbie Hodges.
There's no way this house could have made it without that. I mean, it was surrounded by trees, 3/4, and it was still standing. It's amazing.